Oi kids and Krusty Krab members, so today I wanted to talk about Skywars, mainly Hypixel Skywars, although I think this relates to other servers as well and other mini games. So I have a couple issues with Skywars and I'm going to be breaking into sections because there's a couple small issues with it and one major flaw that I want to talk about. So first we're going to talk about some of the smaller problems. Before I start talking too much and forget, you might see gameplay on the screen, and that's from my friend Squimmy Boy. And he's actually good. That's why I'm using his stuff. So I think in the description I should have his Twitter or something. So yeah, his name's Samir, and yeah, very good try hard gameplay. So the first thing I want to talk about is more of a nitpick, but it is still pretty important, and that is when you don't get a chest plate on Spawn Island. This is pretty important because unless you're really good or really lucky, you aren't gonna get very far in the match, and not having a chest plate is just very devastating to your armor. And I think you should at least get an iron one. So yeah, I know that's like isn't really significant, but it does affect a lot of matches. You might as well quit if you don't get chest plate. So next I'm going to go and skip ahead into my main issue with the game because I think my other points relate well to this one. So my main issue with Skywars is that people are just too good at this point. I don't think it's a bad thing to be a tryhard and to try really hard to be good and be a high level, because that's the point of the game. And I know some people like to make fun of tryhards and stuff, which is fine because I do too, but you have to realize that they're just trying to be good at the game and they can't really do anything about the fact that you're just playing a bunch of level 6s all the time. So I think a way to solve this is, one, if you really can't make a new matchmaking system, because I know Hypixel's a bit lazy sometimes, you could just make the maps bigger. And the reason I say maps bigger is because if you go and watch like Technoblade's old videos from like 2016 or 17, you get third party maybe once every 3 exchanges. Now in Skywars, you're getting third-partied every time, or there might be 6 people fighting at a time, and it's just a toss-up. And if it's not a toss-up, the guy who wins is level 200, and there's no strategy really. And it just comes down to who can click really fast. And I think this is one of the reasons that Technoblade actually stopped playing Skywars, and why he doesn't really do Hypixel videos in general anymore, and he just kind of focuses on the Dream SMP. So this is how it kind of relates to other mini games as well, which is that people are really good at this point, and I think the maps need to be adjusted a little bit. Some are too big, some's mid. The mid is the real problem here, because you could always just snowpile people off the edge, which is a fine strategy, but it's just gonna happen always. So yeah, just make the layout a little widespread and maybe put a little more obstacles, but don't put stupid things where you have to bridge like 800 blocks. So another idea I have for Hypixel is that you could just make a better matchmaking system, because there's a reason nobody plays rank, because people want to actually win sometimes, and people don't always want to play competitively, and if they do, they want to win still. So I think if you grouped people together in the same general level, it would be better than not just making it, oh, you're a low level, you're only going to play low levels. Because if you only play low levels, you're never going to get better at the game. If you ever play high levels, then you're never going to actually win, because it's just going to be fighting, and it's going to be a toss-up every round, which is another reason to make the maps bigger. So that's all I really wanted to say. Let me know in the comments if you have anything to add. I'm kind of rushing this video a little bit because I don't know how long I'm going to have time to make it. So just give me your thoughts, and if I'm wrong, then tell me why, and if Hypixel has addressed this and I'm just dumb, then tell me why. So yeah, bye.